I want to get to a town because I want to see what other kind of zombies we've got, and it's also getting into like the nighttime, and I kind of want to nest up safely on top of a building because I want to see how dark it gets at night too. That's another big feature between 18 and this version. Oh yeah, you know what? Can I harvest some for meat? No. Okay, this version's the one that took away the being able to harvest. 18's the one that allows me to harvest the zombies. I didn't actually get to test it when I was streaming it last week, but I do remember that you used to be able to harvest the zombies' corpses for flesh. So, yeah. But yeah, as soon as I can find like a building, I could nest up on top of that. I'll flick my partner a message so that he comes to me when he's available, so I can check on what's going on with the Plex. For anybody that doesn't know what a Plex is, because obviously I've said it several times and I haven't actually like said what it is. So a Plex server is when you happen to have like a lot of movies, or TV shows, or those kind of things of your own, and you want to be able to watch it in a similar way to, say, something like Netflix, but without paying for some kind of subscription service or something like that, because you already own the fucking media that you have now put on your computer, right? So like VHSs to CDs or fucking DVDs or whatever the word, to DVDs to PC and stuff like that. Now PC to this Plex server, so that we can kind of like just tune in and watch our movies on any device in the house and shit. There's other ones and stuff out there, but that's what we use it for. That's what we have it for. He also has like, I think, an Audible book type thing that's not actually Audible. It just has all of his audio books that he can import on, as long as they've been ones that he's like bought and downloaded and shit. So there's that too. But I think Plex can also do it and stuff. But yeah, because we combined have a fuck ton of anime and movies and shit and TV shows and whatever. Yeah, it was a lot easier to just put them all onto this one thing so that we could just casually watch them wherever. Because previously what you do in the past is if you wanted to watch something on, like, say, a tablet or a laptop or your TV or something like that, you put it on a USB bar, then you'd plug that into whatever you wanted to, like, watch it on, or you'd put it on, like, your tablet and, like, go watch that until, like, you've watched everything that you had room to put on there, which wasn't a lot. And then you'd swap it out and stuff. But, yeah. Oh, we got the nurse one. Okay, so nurse is here. Okay, you're still very green. There's also a heightened amount of chickens running around, and I don't really remember if 18 had this many chickens. They had boars in the burnt area, though. I do want to get my hands on, like, the burnt area, but I just don't know how far I got to walk for that. But yeah, I want to see that nighttime's dark. I also want to, like, as I said, if I can't turn off Plex tonight while I'm streaming, I will pick a different game that probably shouldn't be as choppy. I'd hope either that, or if that one doesn't hold up, then obviously, like, I may have to, like, not stream tonight. If that's the case. I don't want to do that because, like, I was, like, keen to explore and play and shit. Another nurse one over there. Especially since, like, I want to take a good couple of hours at it. But I also don't want it to be, like, a choppy fucking mess for you guys to try to be watching. Because I also want to make sure that it's, like, the game is capable of outputting in, like, a good condition for you guys to watch too. But as you guys know, we do have, exceptionally shit internet here. Holy shit, cat. I'm not even joking. When that came through, that stopped my game and everything on my computer. Holy shit. Hey, cat. How you doing? Thank you for the resub. Holy shit. Okay, that hasn't happened before. That's definitely a Plex issue. Holy shit. That Project Zomboid is scary. It sounds that way. Hold on, let me have that hydrate. Thank you for redeeming that. I need to stay as hydrated as possible. I'll explain in a sec. Has Project Zomboid done anything else since you're playing it on the weekend? Or is it just like, as you said, with the what do you call it? With the couple of deaths and the car accident and stuff. Because that, oh, here we go, here's the trader. Because that in itself is kind of like raw deal. Mostly I'm just listening. I gotta write something and listening helps me focus. That's okay, Weaver. I just, you know, it's nice having you back. Nice. Oh shit, that's part of this area. Yeah, it's nice having you here and chilling and stuff. That's right. They filled in a lot more of the thing on this one. Well, this is nice. I'll probably honestly shack up on one of the roofs like over there or something, or I think that one's roof accessible. I'll shack up on one of these buildings in town. Oh, I love how the trader looks like this. This is the one that's got the thing underneath here. Yeah, I'm not going to go through there yet, but I remember playing on this like a lot. Oh, man. You know what? It goes dark inside again.
Worth a dime anymore.
Nate, you are such a fucking breath of fresh air compared to Rec. Like, Rec can just go fuck himself. I don't have anything really to sell, but I would like to...
wasting my time.
I'd like to have a look at your jobs, because I didn't get to have a look at any of the other ones. So we got fetches, burieds, and clears. Yeah, they're all pretty good. Okay, cool. The only thing was, last time we went to Trader, he had like a bunch of stuff around him, and there was nothing... Okay, he's got the kitchen and stuff. The last one there was like shelves and there was nothing we could loot. This got loot. What about upstairs? Yeah, stream is lagging. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for my partner to be available to come and check how Plex is running. Because I think it's deeply impacting stream. And if it's just that, oh man, that is a gap. If it's just that that's impacting it, then like stopping it or pausing it or whatever will fix it. And then the game will run better. But if it's not that, if it's the game itself, wait, was that usable? That is usable. Cool. If it's not that, if it's the game itself that's being choppy, the only way I'm going to find out is by changing to another game, which I will if it continues to be choppy, just so that I can test if it's this or not. Oh, hello. Mate, you're so green. Or yellow. Fucking hell. Holy shit. Let me get you dead. Pretty sure I heard house activity, so I reckon I can get up onto this safely. I don't really have boxes, but I'm pretty sure I can climb that. Is it not you? What does it hate misclicking? Give me a sec. Hold on. I should be able to get up here. There we go. Okay, come on. You can sit on the roof wedge. Maybe? Or, no. Hold up. Yes? Okay. Alright. Bear with me for like 5 minutes while I like feel if I can like fix this. Alright. Let me hit just to be right back. Alright. We're back. Let's see how this goes. This is going to be either it's the game or not. So just give it a hot minute. It is on nighttime. This is not where I want to be sitting. So how we going? You guys let me know in like another, I don't know if anybody wants to put a timer on or something like that, but like another 5 minutes from now. It looks like it's still going a bit choppy. Everything's like winding down and stopping, so I'm hoping it's not this version, because this is so far pretty fun. Maybe I can sit up in one of these buildings. It is? Yeah, alright, hold on. Let me see if I can find... I need to stand on top of... What the hell is this? I have my brain hurt. Yeah, I don't blame you. I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be the version. That it was just going to be the thing. Hold on, I need a frame. Do I not have wood? I do. Alright. The only other thing I could do is I could I could X out of the game and then come back in and see if that helps, since this is first time running it for fuck knows how long. So I might just quickly do that, because that's just going to take like fuck bugger all time. So let's do that. And hopefully it doesn't automatically pick up some other bullshit window. You got a question? Yeah. I was playing Project Zomboid. Was able to stay alive after car crash killed me. My pistol kept dying again. Hold on. Open up Steam. You know when you click on Steam and it's like, I'm already running it. It's like, yes, I need you to actually open. All right, let's try this again. Why not playing the new day or new version of 7 Days to Die? Oh, I addressed it pretty fucking heavily last week. I'm basically referring a lot of people back to last week's video because, like, I spent over an hour, I think I spent an hour and a half detailing the differences between previous alphas and 2.0 and why I'm not playing 2.0. I'm like, I don't feel like bringing everybody down for an hour and a half again since we just did that. Hold on, is it picking up or not? Where'd you go? Also, welcome in, Neon. Let's see. What are you version type? It's not picking it up this time. Hold up, let's go automatic, then check you over. I don't know what that is. Let me try throwing that on. This has got an issue with it anyway. Okay. Let's throw it back in, see how it goes. Yeah, no, if it's still running choppy and it's not this, then I'm not sure. Like, the only other thing I could do is like restart my computer and shit, but that would also dump out stream, which would be kind of a shit thing to do. But the game itself on my end is running incredibly immaculate. It's very smooth. And I'm thinking it could be Streamlabs. Like, Streamlabs is telling me that it's skipping frames all over the place. And I don't think it has any updates or anything like that. But yeah, Streamlabs has been like having a stroke and a half. It's got heaps of notifications, so just clear that. All right, so back into the game. Like I said, the game itself is running neat. I'm not that worried about it, but Streamlabs is having a problem. So realistically, the only way I can really test that is I play this for a bit longer. If it's still doing choppy business, then I would swap over to a different game. And if it's still doing it then it's Streamlabs. And then I have to look into what's wrong with Streamlabs, because I know my Windows just did an update over the weekend and it could be fucking around with it, or it might want to restart. You know how computers are with that kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see. That wall also would be perfect to stay on, by the way. I do want to kind of like have a little look around town, as I want to get a look at as many kinds of zombies as I kind of can, but I also got to find like a decent wall to shack up onto. It's better? Okay, cool. But do just let me know, like, if you guys are around in like 5-10 minutes, or you come back in an hour or something like that and I'm still playing, just let me know if there's like anything going wrong, because I don't think it should be the game. And we have shut down what Plex is doing, so it shouldn't be that either. Because if it's a game, I will audibly tell you if something is like lagging out or stopped or something like that. I will always tell you. I can set up on this wall too. Like, then was just lag in the game. You play very good. Thank you. I've played this a lot. I know what the oil factory, although I'd love the fact that it's got a wall. Maybe you rim raiding and getting coffee. I haven't hit you. I know, I did kill you previously because I I smashed in your head. They don't have the dismemberment thing as much. Also, my person is like really out of stamina. Lagged a little bit. Alright. Well, the way it was lagging before was kind of like big chunks. Like it was, like I'd turn suddenly and it would still be facing the wrong direction. Man, have I got to get some water or something for her? Holy crackers. Hold on. I have water. I've got plenty of snowberries by now. Hold on, let me chuck that in there. Where else can I be? I guess I'll go back towards the decent wall because it's getting up to about 20. Night would be 22. But yeah, for reference, if anybody really wants to like hear my detailed response for like why I'm not playing 2.0, I've got that on the 7 Days to Die 18.4 videos for like the first 2 or 3 videos on YouTube will be it. They'll be out in like a while, or they're behind like fucking members only area thing. Otherwise the VOD is on Twitch from last week and stuff. So yeah, you can always watch that if you like don't want to wait and shit. But yeah, I crept on for a long while. Like lots and lots of different things as I played and stuff. I thought I only really bitched for like 20-30 minutes, but it ended up being like a full like hour and a half, and I'm like, wow, I had a lot more to say than I thought I did. But there was like heaps of things that I missed. I just kind of like really only like glossed over the main things. There's also you. I haven't run into any you yet here. Nice. It's nice to see you have a dress on this time. Last time she was just in her knickers. Topless. Oh no. Oh, you can run. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. This is why we use the pickaxe thing. Somebody asked me ages ago why it is that I use this, the stone axe, to like fight. If you noticed, the fucking flaming torch took up my stamina like all hell. Whereas I could actually get in some like hits and kill her with this. Let's go back to this fence over here. It looks like a solid wall. But yeah, at nighttime I'm just going to roost up on the wall and it'll give me a bit of like time to like look around. Last time it was like pitch black. And oh wait, I got turned around, didn't I? Hold on. Where am I? I want to go back down here. That is, hold up, that way. All right, let's go this way. I also need to keep eating the berries. I only give me like 1 towards food, but I'm okay with that. Is this the wall? This looks like a different wall. I was on the oil wall, not the other one. Hey, mate. I don't feel like killing you at the moment. There's also an extremely high amount of chickens in this version. I will hydrate in a moment, cat. Let me just get up over here on the wall. So 18 had like full body zombies roaming around on the ground, like crawling around on their bellies and stuff. And we had like a heap of variety of zombies too, which was pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure I've spent probably about 300 hours on 18 and probably 200 plus hours on 19. I'm pretty sure, give or take. So I've probably spent more time on this version, which is why I'm more familiar with the health bar and the water bar and stuff like that. This is where I'm going to be for the night, by the way. It's going to be thrilling with just standing on a wall and just like watching the level of detection and seeing how dark it is at night. So I understand like anybody that's like watching and listening and stuff like that. This is not going to be super, super like thrilling, entertaining and stuff. I just want to see how dark it gets at night because the textures and shadows and stuff are already way darker than previous versions. And I liked the old, like genuine fucking fear when you couldn't see at night or you went inside a building and you couldn't fucking see. You needed a light source because you couldn't see. Right? I enjoyed that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm also curious because we don't have like feral sense or anything like that. The zombies should be the dumb zombies that kind of don't really notice you unless you move. I also can see something going on in that room over there, something green moving around. And I don't know what that is. I can't zoom in to show you. Oh, well, fuck that. I'm glad I wasn't on the ground. Well, fuck. That bear just fucking existed. I knew that there was bears in the fucking grasslands in one of the versions, and I thought it was 18, but I guess it's this one. I didn't get a Twitch and Discord notification saying you were live. That doesn't surprise me, honestly. I don't know about everybody else, but I have found in the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks now, I'm really bad with like a sense of time. It could be 2 to 3 weeks, give or take, that Twitch, my notifications from Twitch, not just for me streaming, but people in general, I'm not getting notified until like over an hour into people's streams that they're live. And I don't know what's changed. So, yeah. Let me just have a quick look. I'm pretty sure I closed my Discord before. So that I could be using less resources. But, you know, Discord says it's done a push live notification. But yeah, hold on. Yeah, Discord says it's got the notification, but I wouldn't be surprised if you're not getting a notification from Twitch. I know it's really annoying, but don't stress. I think they've done that thing again where it's just not pushing out for like an hour or something, because they went through like these different sort of stages. Oh yeah, we got the moon tonight. It might not be that dark actually if we got the moon. Although last time I was on a rooftop and I was able to hide behind objects and I made it like almost dead black. It was great. I want to keep an eye on that bear specifically. I don't think it can reach me, and I don't think it's going to know that I'm here unless I shoot it. But I also don't want it to like not be in my line of sight beyond that building either, because like fuck if it stays there. It shouldn't. It's a nighttime spawn. Speaking of, there should be dire wolves that actually blend into the fucking grass in this version, you know, instead of the giant hulking ones that exist now. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, this is already better. Hold on. 11%, 20%. I did hydrate. I'll hydrate again though, just in case I didn't. I'll also repair that too. Let me just rehydrate. Always good to check with that, because yeah, I had one hell of a fucking weekend. I finished writing. I also have a question. Go for it, Weeper. I honestly missed your random questions. I love them. Yeah, I had one hell of a fucking weekend. I had a fucking blockage in my small intestine, and I had to take a series of medicine and drink like 3 liters of water to like push it through my whole body, which was basically spent my Sunday writhing in agony, dealing with like horrendous muscle spasms, and yeah, it was horrid. That was like over 20 odd hours. I can akin it to like if anybody has ever taken like a big gulp of food or drink, and you know when you like swallow hard and accidentally like it feels like it's just like a solid mass going down your throat all the way down to your stomach and stuff. Oh, there's a wolf. It's like that, but imagine that for like your whole digestive system. I guess that guy's fighting the wolf. Actually, that's a good point. I guess the bears also would get fought by the zombies in this version too. But yeah, it was like that. That's the best way I can describe it. I think most people have accidentally swallowed too much like liquid or too much food in like one gulp before and had that horrible pain, might understand and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty horrendous. My weekend was exhausting. I spent most of today resting and sleeping because I was just like horrible agony all Sunday, and I couldn't sleep, and I spent like much of the day awake dealing with that. But yeah, it was like a recovery day today, which is also why I'm trying to hydrate so much, Because, like, the 3 liters of water that I had over the weekend, like, it's doing great for my skin. Oh, yeah, there it goes. My skin looks great and shit from all that hydration and stuff, but also I had to take, like, a follow-up set of medicine, which also requires, like, a good literage of water. So I had already been, like, depleted of hydration before that, so yeah. I don't know what that wolf is doing, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. It's getting pretty dark. It's not past midnight yet, and I am out in the open, but, like, it's not as bad as the Wastelands. It was right before, like, 4 a.m. It was, like, 3. It got solidly, like, pitch black on the ground. Mind you, we were in the Wastelands that night, but I will try going and finding another biome. I also like how the ground looks so much better in this. Okay, so I came from over there. I would say there isn't much room between me and that wall. So what if we go up? It's got to be something up here, right? Where is that? That way. All right, we'll go that way in the morning. We'll just head straight north. There's got to be like snow or something with these maps. But either way, I want to see what like a different biome at night would be like. I don't think we got snow last time. We got burnt, we got desert, and we got wastelands. And green area, I think. Because I ended up streaming for like nearly 4 hours. Maybe you're telling me that you listen to upbeat music while driving, so don't fall asleep. Does it mean if someone plays some chill music or something while driving, would that make you fall asleep? No. Close, but not quite. So I remember us talking about you wanted me to do like a stream where I would be doing like driving or something like that, or like not have like as techno-y music and stuff, like the rain sounds and stuff, because I know you like to sleep to the sound of like driving and stuff like that. It's relaxing for you. But I actually just don't fall asleep in cars unless I'm beyond exhausted medically. Then obviously I am quite capable of passing out, which that's happened twice. But I haven't been the driver. I've been the passenger. But as a passenger, I generally cannot fall asleep in a car. No matter how tired I am, no matter how boring it is, no matter how calming the music is, I don't fall asleep. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that when I was a kid, if we wanted to go visit our family, they were like, give or take, like a 15, 16-hour drive away. So we'd like pack up at like the crack of dawn or like pre-dawn, and we'd spend like the whole day driving and shit to go see family and stuff. So like we were always kind of like kept awake and entertained and stuff. My parents saw it as we would, when we became adults, we would thank them for not being able to fall asleep in cars, because it would lead to us not falling asleep and having an accident or some shit like that. So yeah, as a kid, I couldn't fall asleep, would always get woken up, kind of stuff. And then I don't know if she's going to find me. As a teenager into adult, yeah, no. Like if I was a passenger and I couldn't see out of the car, I started getting motion sickness. As a teen, that was fun. But as a driver, I like listening to my music, which is techno music mostly, because obviously that's music I like. But I like listening to music in my car when I'm driving, because obviously I can listen to it quite loud, because my car is like, it's a sports car, but it's pressurized in a way. Like the internal cabin of it is kind of like a really good audio chamber kind of thing. It also has like pretty good bass in it and shit. So yeah, I would normally like amp that up, and you definitely could not hear it as loud outside of the car as it was inside of the car. So I could enjoy like my own little like techno rave inside the car, so to speak, and like sing to it and shit. So there was that. But if I put on calming music and stuff like that, like it's more of like, I wouldn't so much fall asleep. It's a hazard. Like, you don't want to be drowsy. You don't want to be like too unaware, unalert, relaxed kind of thing. Sorry, when you're driving. Because, like, if somebody stops suddenly in front of you